Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for April 20th. April 20th is the 110th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 111th in leap years, with 255 days remaining to the end of the year. Today's word is bibliophobe. A bibliophobe is a person who hates, fears, or distrusts books. I'd like to take a moment to mention that links to my research are included in the show notes. Ask you to go ahead and click that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with others. Be sure and stay tuned to the end for the outtakes and let me know your thoughts in the comments section. And with that, we're going to start back in the 1600s. Now, did you know that what we now know as New York City, used to be called New Amsterdam? The Dutch had settled the area in the 1600s, and that's what they called it, New Amsterdam. The name was changed to New York when the English took over in 1664. Anyway, on April 20th, 1657, freedom of religion was granted to the Jews of New Amsterdam, later known as New York City. Speaking of New York adopted its first state constitution on April 20th, 1777. On April 20th, 1836, Congress passed an act creating the Wisconsin Territory. On April 20th, 1871, Congress passed the Third Force Act, which authorized President Ulysses S. Grant to declare martial law, impose heavy penalties against terrorist organizations, and even to use military force to suppress the actions of such groups as the KKK. This is the birthday of Austrian-born Adolf Hitler, born April 20th, 1889. He died by suicide at the age of 56 in 1945. On April 20th, 1902, Pierre and Marie Curie isolated and refined radium chloride, for the first time. April 20th, 1912 was opening day for baseball's Tiger Stadium in Detroit and Fenway Park in Boston. The Chicago Cubs played their first game at what was then called Weigman Park on April 20th, 1916. We now know that ballpark as Wrigley Field. They won against the Cincinnati Reds, by the way, scoring 7-6 in 11 innings. This is the birthday of American actor George Takei, born April 20th, 1937. Perhaps best known for his role as Lieutenant Sulu, the helmsman on the USS Enterprise in the Star Trek TV series. Still alive, George turns 84 in 2021. American actor Ryan O'Neal was born on April 20th, 1941. Apollo 16 landed on the moon April 20th, 1972. On April 20th, 2010, an explosion and fire aboard the Deepwater Horizon oil rig in the Gulf of Mexico, approximately 50 miles off the Louisiana coast, killed 11 people and triggered the largest offshore oil spill in American history. And I think that's going to do it for us today. As always, links to my research are included in the show notes. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a like if you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share if you found this interesting, informative, or entertaining. Images are retrieved from Bing Images, either public domain or licensed free to use and share. I think the correct terminology is free to share and use. Our lovely outro music is Divine Life Society by Jesse Gallagher from YouTube Music Library, and there's a link to his channel in the show notes. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a like. Be sure and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. And remember that you can share this video with others with the link in your email, messaging, or social media. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. All right. Okay, do that again. We'll do that in a minute.
That might not make it into the video, we'll see.
Changing it up.